In 1939, the most powerful military machine in history was completely unbreakable. Nazi Germany's Enigma encryption system sent millions of coded messages every single day. Troop movements, submarine locations, attack plans, all of it completely invisible to the Allies. The war was being lost. And then the British government did something that had never been done before in the history of warfare. They hired women, not to nurse, not to cook, to think. They brought them to a place called Bletchley Park, a Victorian mansion in the English countryside, and they gave them one impossible task: break the unbreakable code. Most of them were in their early 20s. Some were teenagers. They had no military training, no security clearance. They were simply told, do the work. Tell no one. At its peak, Bletchley Park employed over 10,000 people. Nearly 8,000 of them were women. They worked in freezing cold wooden huts, 3 shifts, around the clock, every single day, decoding thousands of Nazi messages before breakfast. Here is what they broke: the location of every German U-boat in the Atlantic Ocean, the exact positions of Rommel's forces in North Africa, Hitler's personal communications, the plans for the D-Day counterattack before the Germans had even issued them. Historians now believe that the work done at Bletchley Park shortened World War II by at least 2 years. 2 years, meaning the war would have continued into 1947, meaning millions more would have died. Here is what happened after the war ended. They were called into a room and told, you will never speak of this. Not to your husband, not to your family, not to anyone, ever. Everything you did here officially never happened. They signed the Official Secrets Act, and then they went home, and they said nothing. For 30 years, the women who helped win World War II sat in silence, watching history books written about the war that didn't contain a single word about them. One of them, a woman named Mavis Beatty, personally decoded the message that allowed the British Navy to destroy the Italian fleet. She never told her husband. For 30 years, he found out when the secret was finally declassified. He looked at her across the kitchen table and said, was there anything else you forgot to mention? The women who saved the world were ordered to disappear from history. And for 30 years, they obeyed. Follow Moment X. The people who changed everything are always the ones history forgot to name.